Roll the corn. We know the truth now. Peace to my beautiful people from this beautiful land. I love you, and I'm in love with you. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. Put where you're from and put the corn. We know the truth now. Roll the corn. Collect up. Seven Flames, what up? Danielle, Daryl Horton, Atlantean Highlander, roll the corn. Memphis, Mississippi. Detroit. JJ, what up? Y'all follow JJ. Follow JJ. Bro, I appreciate that post, man. I just saw the one you tagged me in. The corn and the mound is right there. Orlando, Alabama rolling with the corn. Follow Keisha the Hood Princess. California in the house. Chris Brown, what up? Truth Seeker. Indiana. Caden, what up, bro? I got some receipts about Indiana today. Kentucky, Tennessee, what up? Tampa, Florida, D.C., what up, brother? Hartford, Connecticut. Appreciate the follow. Appreciate the follow. Uniquely Leslie. Roll the corn. Roll the corn. Bow my head to my people. I love y'all. I'm in love with you. We all we got. We know the truth now. What's up? What's going on? Put the corn in the chat. Put the corn in the chat. Put the corn in the chat. Daryl Horton, what up? Indiana in the building. Roll the corn. Free my therapist. King Mountain, North Carolina. That's crazy. Seven Flames, appreciate you, bro. Melanin Empress, how you doing? H-Time in the building. Roll the corn. Roll the H. Roll a lift. Roll a lift. The H is a lift. That's the first Paleo Hebrew symbol. The Texas symbol. This is all-time American information, bro. Roll the corn. This ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. This ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. That's why we do this stuff. We be trying to figure out why we do this stuff. This is a lift. Alphabet, a lift. A, ox, plow. First people to have organized agriculture. Roll the corn. We know the truth now. Carl Macon, what up? All right, let's go here first. Let's go here first. Now, this is Aztalan. This is Aztalan, Wisconsin. A princess or a queen was found here in Wisconsin with a shell bead dress on, buried in the mounds, right? Shell bead dress on, buried in the mounds, Aztalan, Wisconsin. Let's go look at some more pics. Aztalan Mound Park. Roll the corn. Melanated queen was buried here in a shell dress. Right here. Let's keep going. Now this spot is interesting because they had a whole lot of beautiful artifacts. You got the copper mask found, the burial mask found in this area, right? The copper burial mask with the queen in Wisconsin, who was a melanated ancient American. And she was melanated. That's a fact. Here go the burial right here. Here's the real burial with the shells on the dress that was made. And they dug her up out of that mound and took her to the Smithsonian, never to be seen again, right? We got all type of ancient melanated people's burials all over America that they say are Native Americans, but these are our people. They're taller, they're stronger, they're smarter, their hair is black. They are working to the seasons of Ma'at, teaching of Ma'at, working to the seasons for agriculture. This is our culture. And I'm not talking about no 1600s. I'm talking about ancient times, right? Aztalan. Platform mound. Beautiful pyramid mound. Let me show y'all the pyramid mound pic I got. I think I got it somewhere in here. Right here. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at that. Before they knocked it down some and all of that. Pyramid mounds in Wisconsin. Ancient pyramid mounds in Wisconsin. With melanated queens buried in these mounds with shell bead dresses on that they don't ever talk about. And this site was shaped like some type of elephant or mammoth, elephant-shaped effigy in this area, right? Right there by the Great Lakes. Beautiful spot. Roll the corn. I'm going to do a video about this. I got to put some more information with this. But I wanted to show y'all that if you're in that Wisconsin area, go check out Aztalan, right? Right? Aztalan. This is our people, y'all. They out here acting like this is a lost race of people. This is not a lost race of people. These are our ancient ancestors in America, melanated, building mounds. Roll the corn. I just like to show y'all this stuff is real, right? Now let's go here. I want to show y'all something. South Bend, Indiana. 8 skeletons. One of them clad in copper armor. And a hoard of rare war weapons and bits of personal adornments have been found in a mysterious mound on the farm of Grove Vosburg near Walkerson, Indiana. Vosburg, a 7-year-old farmer, has long desired to know the secret of the mount, which, according to local tradition, dates back hundreds of years. Secretly excavating the pile of earth, he came upon a strange burial ground. Let's keep going. The 8 skeletons lie in a circle in formation, right? Copper breastplates. Don't forget that. Copper breastplates. And other bits of armor adorn the skeleton of one man who apparently had been a giant stature. Embedded in skull was a beautifully chipped flint arrowhead. The soft earth of the mound revealed other treasures. 3 pounds of ore believed to be either silver or white gold lie within where the bones was at, right? So, and a smooth black stone. But this is what I want y'all to remember. Copper breastplate, and silver or white gold. This is what I want y'all to remember. Copper breastplate, silver or white gold. Let me show y'all what they're talking about. This is what they're talking about right here. Watch this. This is in the Book of Mormon. Book of Mormon. Check this out. And for a testimony that the things that they had said are true, they have bought 24 plates, copper breastplates, which are filled with engravings, and they are of pure gold. And behold, also they have bought breastplates, which are large, and they are of brass or copper. Now, Copper Armor, Indiana, Walkerson. Now, they talking about Hebrews. They are talking about Hebrews. When they speak of the copper breastplate found with gold, this stuff is in religious books. They had already found our ancestors. They know who they are. Roll the corn. They putting this shit in the damn Mormon books in the Bible and all of it. Look, breastplates, gold. Pure gold breastplates. Let's go back. Let's go back. The mound builder found in Indiana got breastplates. White gold. Right here. And silver. Found in Indiana got breastplates. White gold. Right here. And silver. Roll the corn. This is who they speaking of, our people. The belief that bones are not those of Indians. Bones are not those of Native Americans. That's what they're trying to tell you. But belong to an ancient and little known race of mound builders has arisen because of the great size of the bones and the fact the skull formation are not those of Native American types. The skull have little forehead and the eye cavities are high in the head. These ain't no damn Native Americans. These are not no Native Americans buried in these mounds. These are our people. Now, a very large stone axe, 20 pounds. Large and mighty men swung that axe. Large and mighty men swung that axe. Not no damn hunter-gatherer Native American. We're talking ancient times. Them people ain't even strong. Them people ain't even big. They can't even wield an axe or move no stone to build no structures made out of stone. These are melanated people. 7 to 8 feet tall. Hidden by the Smithsonian because they don't want you to know you've been here forever. Roll the corn. Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Indian skeleton was dug up on the farm of Matt and Joseph Leon, 1 mile south of St. Cloud, right? I've been to Fond du Lac. Mounds all over the place. Wisconsin. These are our ancestors. In all these places. Let's keep going. Now, this is the Mississippian Piazza. This is the Mississippian Piazza, people. This is what became the Griffin. This is what became the Griffin that's on ancient buildings all over America. Roll the corn. The Piazza became the Griffin. This was carved on the Mississippi River where they poured out limestone to build structures on the Mississippi River, up on the bluff. This is another depiction of it they found with the mound builders. Let's keep going. Now, Wisconsinburg, Madison, Wisconsin. Wisconsin College sits on indigenous land. Because these effigies of falcons are on the ground in Madison, Wisconsin, on Wisconsin's campus, Madison, Wisconsin. Look at all of this. On the ground in Madison, Wisconsin, on Wisconsin's campus, Madison, Wisconsin. Look at all of this. Let's go back and look at this. The burial mound was excavated, a princess burial in Wisconsin, with the same copper that comes out of the Great Lakes of our ancient culture. Same copper come out the Great Lakes is buried with the princess in a shell bead. Now watch this. Yet another theory is that posts were raised as part of the harvest or green corn ceremony because of the locations overlooking the agricultural fields. See that? Yet another theory that the posts were raised as part of the harvest or green corn ceremony because of the location overlooking the agriculture fields. We done pilgrimages back for the green corn harvest during the summer solstice, right back at the same spots. We created that, not Egypt. Halexio rising, green corn harvest, over here. That's the Ankh cross. That is the key to life. Yeah, Alton, Illinois is on the Mississippi River. It's on the Mississippi River, Best Life. But this is what we were doing. This turned into the pilgrimage of Mecca over there. Our cultures built these religions that they speak of. Our cultures built these religions that they speak of. Roll the corn. Got some more receipts, hold on. Now here's the layout of that type of elephant looking area with the mounds. You see it? In Wisconsin. I want y'all to check that out. Roll the corn. Let's go here. Now, check this out. Food like corn, right, of Aztalan, partly because they could be easily stored. Corn was stored, people. Surplus would have ensured survival of their people during the winter, right? You got a surplus of corn for survival during the winter. That's why the winter solstice was so important, because that is when you store the corn or store the product up for the winter, going back into the spring, right? Make sure your people didn't starve during the winter. So that was the whole teaching of our ancient culture over here. The sowing of the seed, the reaping, and the storage, and how to plow the field at a certain time of year so everything could work out in harmony with nature. When you do things in harmony with nature, you have a successful harvest. Therefore, you are enlightened, right? Because you're not enlightened if you can't feed your people. So you have a successful harvest because you've done the laws of Ma'at. You've done the laws of Ma'at right, and then you come up with a successful harvest. So we got to get back to that. We got to get back to doing things the right in the order of the way they're supposed to be done, and then your life will be successful. That's what this really means coming into this new day and time. You do things in an orderly manner. You do things right. You do things in align with nature and your people, and everything works out right. But when you do things that are not aligned with the real teachings of that, things don't work out right. So we have to get back to with the real teachings of that, things don't work out right. So we have to get back to the right way of doing things, right? That's what the Pharaoh was for. The Pharaoh was for making sure everything was done in balance and harmony, divine order. That's what the chief was for. It's what the pharaoh, the king, was for. That's what it really was for. If it's done in divine order, our people will survive and thrive on this planet. Right? So we got to get back to that. That's a deep part of the information, right? Let's look at this. Ceramic stone tools, bone, shells, copper were very important, right? Bird bones, were made modified into owls. Shells were made into spoons. Beads, ear spools. Plants could be woven part of the plaster under the cover houses and the walls, but when the structure burned, the fire has been called Aztalan brick. Aztalan brick. That's what I want to show y'all. Some type of concrete, people, created by our people to build structures. Aztalan brick, let's go look over here. Artifacts of Aztalan, but other materials such as animals or particular animal bones might suggest another function, right? Flutes or beads. Peculiar deer bones could be easily pendants and beads. Copper was made into fish hooks, bags, baskets, and clothing. But at Aztalan, there are more walls. Plants were mixed with clay. Plants was mixed with clay to cover and protect like a plaster and turn it into brick-like material. This misinterpreted these items as being mud brick. Now, this is when they started to figure out about the mud brick process of building structures. Because when you go to Egypt, everything is made out of mud brick. Because this is the beginning of mud brick invention to build structures at the mound sites in America. So all them other structures around the world built that same way, started from a culture over here with the mud brick teachings, right? Now let's go here. I want to show y'all this. This is some stuff I'll be running across. Moses Redmond, born in East Shore, Virginia, 1786, was the third grandson of the great chief, Wahaganacha, great chief of the Potawatomi. He melanated. This is an Indian, people. This is an Indian. He relocated his family in 1835 to the Indian Removal Act to Oklahoma. See that? See how the Trail of Tears affected our people? When we teach this, when I teach this, don't nobody act like it's not true. But the Indian Removal Act all over the Southeast moved our people off their ancestral lands. This is not no damn Native American. This is an American Indian melanated man. His bloodline was here before all these other cultures. This is who I speak for. This is who I speak for when I speak of everybody talking about foundationally black. This man is not foundationally black. This man is a real American Indian. Therefore, this is his land. Therefore, you do not look over him and go to Africans. Because he was here first. His bloodline died and lived here. They built things here thousands of years before these Africans came over here. So therefore, you have to you got to show love to these people first on the land. Let me explain something to y'all, bro, before I keep going. They want us to look out for everybody else, bro. They want everybody, they want Africans to get stuff, people claiming other ethnicities getting stuff on our land, but what about the people original to the land that lost everything first? What about them? They at home, people. When you are at home and somebody comes from another place to your home, you got more dibs on that than anybody else. You are at home. They are separating all our resources and things and giving them to other people. And then we got foundational black American people teaching about Africans coming off a ship could prove they from Africa, they get a reparations check. No. No. That ain't how this go. Ain't how this go, bro. What about the people who was here when they came here and fought wars? They fought wars here. Our people got unalive before African ever came over here, bro. They fought wars here. Our people got unalive before African ever came over here, bro. Before African ever came over here. LeBron Francisco. You sound like you from Spain somewhere, bro. You Spanish? LeBron Francisco, you Spanish? Talk to me, brother. You from Spain? Where your people from? You from Angola? So my people's history is funny, huh? Bet that up. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Roll the corn. Now, in Indiana, these 8 skeletons with copper artifacts and copper breastplates of the Hebrew, right? With symbols on the copper they can't even read. Symbols on the copper they can't even read. Ancient melanated people buried in mounds in Indiana. Let's keep going. They spend millions of dollars digging up our ancestors every year. Millions in Ohio. The mound builders cultivated chiefly the arts of peace. Peace, people. We was building in peace. See that? Peace. Wasn't no wars over here before colonizers got here. Wasn't none of that. We kicked a couple Native Americans' ass, but that was nothing. But wasn't no wars fought over here. And we must know that. Our people come from peace. We come from teaching peace also. That's a fact. So if you thinking today is the only time where they tell you all this crime is going on and you think your people never were at peace, that was a lie. We always been at peace before the hunter-gatherer came. Let's keep going. Farmer opened up a mound, 8 skeletons, copper armor, flint arrowhead embedded in his skull like he fought against some type of other Native American people, because that's who they were fighting back when the mounds was here. Right? Roll the corn. Let's keep going. Let's go here. In Nevada, Governor James Graves reported enlisted capital for continued excavations of Pablo Grande, Nevada. The Pablo Cliff, 8 miles long, which is discovered personally last year and intended making it into a state park, right? 10,000 more graves have been opened containing weapons, corn, decorations, and dice dating back to 5,000 BC in Nevada. Some of the skeletons are gigantic. They built their own apartment-style houses in the mountains, community dwellings. 1,200 American Indians lived there. They dug out 10,000 graves. But you see the corn and the weapons and decorations and dice Just like the Mississippian had dice in Louisiana. Same people. They moved out to the Southwest and kept building. Right here. Now, in the Franz Green Mound, right? Skull. Ancient skull. Ancient skull in the mound with the natural elongated head. They try to say it's artificial, but these people so old that their head, the first people heads grew like this. And then people started simulating it throughout history. But these are the same bloodline of people that went to Egypt, Samaria. Because the ancient Sumerian and the ancient people on the Nile had the same heads. And they were way smarter than people. They were intelligent beings. Roll the coin. These were real people, not aliens, right? Now, here's a cemetery, an ancient American Indian cemetery up under a building. See the cross on top of it, right? Right on top of it. Roll the coin. The burial ground is located immediately on wooded property atop a small sand mound, which is clearly evident. And they put a building right on top of it. And I want to show y'all that. Let's go here. Now this is where they found the eight giants at the Wilkerson, Indiana site. Indiana site with the copper breastplates of the Hebrew. I just want to show y'all these places are real, people. They found 8 melanated people buried in this mound with copper breastplates with Hebrew wrote all over them. It's the real mound. This is on a farm in Indiana. Private land. You see the fence? Private land. It's on private land. Now this is the Franz Green Mound where the skull came from. Porter County, Indiana. Porter County, Indiana. This is where the ancient skull comes from. D Moore, what's up? I just want to show y'all these places are real. When everybody be talking about these people wasn't pulled out the mounds, wasn't no tall melanated people coming out the mound, they'll lie. These mounds there, y'all, they're just on farms and on national parks, military parks. They are hidden all around us, but they have found the most ancient people on the earth right in these mounds, right in America, all over. Found the most ancient people on the earth right in these mounds, right in America, all over America. Now let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all how Google play with the information. African Americans have been buried in mounds. I want to read. I'm showing y'all this because this is funny. Watch this. Result of the term mound can refer to both ancient earthworks, right, erosion, grave markers. African American cemeteries, graves are marked with a mound of earth. Why is it not saying Native Americans? Why is it not saying Native Americans? Bro, I got some more. Watch this. Traditional African burial mounds. African Americans have bought traditional burial practice from the ancestral homelands. That's a lie. How? How in the mounds 10,000 years old? They don't come from no damn Africa. It's been here. But they want to make us African Americans so bad that they just cannot tell the whole truth. Roll the call. Let's keep going. Now, I'm finna get deep, y'all. Y'all pay attention. I'm finna get deep. I'm finna get deep. I'm finna get deep. Watch this. Watch this. As it came to pass that he created the plates, which contain the record of his people from the time that they left the land of Zarahemla, should he bought before Ammon that he might read them, right? Now, as soon as Ammon had read the record, the king inquired of him to know if he would interpret languages, and Ammon told him that he could not. Zarahemla, right? They're talking about America, and there's Hebrew. Watch this. Let's read the rest of it. And the king said unto him, being grieved for the afflictions of my people, I caused that 43 of my people should have to journey into the wilderness, that thereby they might find the land of Zarahemla, that he might appeal upon the brethren to deliver us out of the bondage. Right? And they were lost in the wilderness for the space many days, yet they were diligent, and found out the land of Zarahemla, but returned to this land, having traveled in the land amongst many waters. The land amongst many waters. Let's keep going. Roll the corn. And for testimony that the things that had said are true, and they have bought 24 plates which are filled with engraving. They're talking about 24 plates that come off mound builders, copper plates with Hebrew on them, with some type of filled with engraving, and some of them are gold, right? They are bought breastplates, which are large, and are brass and copper, and perfectly sound. Now, this come out the Book of Mormon. It's come out the Book of Mormon. Now, look, interpret the language. The engraving that are on the plates, the copper breastplates. Let's go back. Let's go back. Now, they're trying to interpret the Hebrew on these ancient plates that was on these mound builders in Ohio. Copper breastplates. See that? This is what the Book of Mormon is talking about. Our ancestors with Hebrew breastplates buried in mounds in Ohio, and they wrote the Book of Mormon off of things they found inside the mounds. Right? Let's go back. Where was it? 8, 9. Copper breastplates, brass and copper. Now, these records should be translated into our language. These records of the mound builders that they pulled out of the mounds has to be translated into English. That's what they're trying to tell you. They will give us a knowledge of the remnant of the people who have been destroyed. They will give us a knowledge of this very people who have been destroyed. And I am serious to know that the cause of their destruction. Translate the records. Gold plates, copper plates, books written in languages they don't know what's about, found in mounds, written on metals. Let's keep going. Now, found in mounds, written on metals. Let's keep going. Now, this is where you get interpreters from, right? Watch this. And the things are called interpreters, the people who interpret what the languages are saying. And no man can look in them except he be commanded. He should look for that he ought not, and he should perish. And whoever commanded to look in them, the same is called a seer. So the land of Zarahemla. Let's keep going. But a seer can know of things which are past, and also things which are which are to come. And by them shall all things be revealed, or rather shall secrets. Now watch this. This when it get deep now. Or rather, shall secret things be made manifest, and hidden things shall come to light, and things which are not known shall be known by them, and also things shall be made known by them which otherwise could not be known. The hidden things shall come to light. Let's keep going. Roll the corn. From the beginning, antiquarians work hard to explain the mounds. Scholars ransack history for evidence of ancient mound building cultures and found it in Herodotus, in Homer, in the Annals of Rome, in the Viking sages, even the Old Testament, which describe how Canaanites and Israelites had worshipped their so-called, they stopped the deity, but they say it's deities, in high places. Surely, said the scholars, artificial mounds. The discovery of American mounds opened the floodgates of speculation of the Israelites had built mounds in the Holy Land. American mounds opened up the floodgates for speculation of Israelites had built mounds in the Holy Land. Why not in Ohio? Learned men suggest that our land had been visited in antiquity by Hebrews, Greeks, Persians, Rome, Vikings, Hindus, Phoenicians. Anyone in sort who had ever built a mound in the old world, right? In this way was born anyone in sort who had ever built a mound in the old world, right? In this way was born a legend of dominated the American imagination throughout the 19th century. It was the myth of the mound builder, the lost race of diligent and gifted artisans who had passed across the scene in shadowed prehistory, ultimately to be exterminated by the treacherous, ignorant, red-skinned savages, Native Americans. That's what they're trying to say. Who even now were causing too for the Christian sellers of the New World. Give me a 2 in the chat. 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 Give me a 2. Give me a 2. Give me a 2. Give me a 2. My phone was ringing. Now, those same Indians said they gave trouble to the Christians in the New World. So, these people are telling you the mound builders are some type of Canaanite Israelite building mounds. I told y'all, these are ancient mounds. Ancient, not new, not 1,000 years old, they lying. They are ancient. These are melanated people. These are not no type of Native American. Let's keep going. In 1787, a contingent of New Englanders arrived in Ohio and found a village they called Marietta. Shortly accounts the extensive Marietta earthworks, Eastern scholars, right? Now watch this. The president of Yale argued that they prove the descent of the American Indian mound builders from Canaanites. Let me say this again. The president of Yale argued that they proved the descent of the mound-building American Indians from Canaanites expelled from Palestine. But what he don't know is the culture came from here and went to Palestine. They try to, see, this is the white man's way of putting history together. If they find something that looks like it's not from here, if they find something that looks like it's not from here, they say it came over here. Everything came here, right? But it don't even supposed to be here. Why are our places older than the places over there? You have to understand this. So The way they teach it is, it came here and they settled here. Instead of teaching it left here and went there. That's what they don't want to show you. Right? Ben Franklin asserted that Ohio mounds, he the one made up the Ohio mound was constructed by Hernando de Soto. He made that shit up, right? Ben Franklin made that up about Hernando de Soto making mounds. This contention was echoed by Noah Webster, although the lexicographer later abandoned the idea and credited the mounds to Aborigines. Although the lexicographer later abandoned the idea and credited the mounds to Aborigines. They tried to get the mounds to anybody, the Soto, Palestinians, but they are made by the Aborigines. Stop lying. Stop trying to bring a culture from there to here when we all know Africa are not seafarers. See, this is the knowledge that you got to learn through these old books. When I read about Africans, they are not seafarers. They don't build no ships. They don't get on the water and float their ass nowhere. They don't do that. Our people are seafarers. Let me explain it. When you see traders that's doing ancient seafaring with reed boats with bitumen on them, they come from America. Traders that's doing ancient seafaring with reed boats with bitumen on them, they come from America. They don't find ships in Africa till after our people came over there. Before our people came, they don't find ships in Africa till after our people came over there. Before our people came, wasn't ships coming out of there. They were primitive. Right? They were primitive. Let's keep going. Many accounts appeared of the Hebrew migration to the Americas. You see what I'm saying? They trying to teach that some type of Hebrew migrated to America. Listing dates of arrival, routes taken by specific tribes, and the mounds erected by each. There were no shortage of ideas. Ideas, not truth. Right? These are just ideas. Right? Watch this. Old World Mound from Wales to Russia. And brought the mound builders to America via Asia and the Bering Strait. Lie. They know the people were different there. They try to break them come from other places. But they from here. Stop. But it's showing that they knew Hebrews was here. They knew it. They knew it. So the mounds had naturally had its impact on imaginations of poets and novelists, right? The first domestic treatment, The Genius of Oblivion. The poem established in 1817 when he was only 20, spoke of ancient race of men interred in one mighty sepulchre among the hills, rock reared and ancient as the sun. 15 years later, in the prairies, he was moved by a visit of a mound on country to invoke the dead of the other days and the mighty mounds overlook the river. So they're writing books saying this is a lost race of people, teaching that it is a lost race of people who don't exist no more, right? Mound builders were the refugees from the Phoenician city of Tyre who fled to America. Now, let's stop right there, because I told y'all Phoenicians from here. They know they found Phoenician artifacts over here. So how they explain it is, they say the city of Tyre sent people over here and they lived here. No. Turn it around. The people of the Mississippi River and the Great Lakes, mound builders from Tyre, left here on boats and took copper to the Mediterranean, and they were Phoenicians. Phoenicians speak Hebrew. Let me say this again. Phoenicians speak Hebrew. Phoenicians is who taught the Berbers how to speak Hebrew. Let me say that again for the people in the back. who keep trying to understand why Berber, Moorish, North African people have the Hebrew language and they know how to build. They learned it from people from here. The Phoenician taught the Berber our language. He taught them agriculture. He taught them structure building. The Phoenician is from here. So therefore, the Hebrew language came from here and went there. Now other cultures are using it in Africa and the Middle East, and people think it came from there. These are facts, people. This ain't nothing I'm speculating. This is something I researched for years and years and years. The Phoenician taught Hebrew. The Cretan of Greece, the Mycenaean of Greece also taught Hebrew to different people on the African and the Middle Eastern and the Tigris and Euphrates River. The first people on the Tigris and Euphrates River were Hebrews, some type of Hebrew culture with the language. So therefore, you have to understand who brought the knowledge to Africa and the Middle East. Hebrew did not come from America. That's a lie. That's a big lie. That's a big lie. You know how I know Ezekiel? Let me take you to school right quick. What's the land of the plow, Ezekiel? What's the land of the plow? What is the land of the hoe and the plow, Ezekiel? Is you so smart? What is the name of it? Put it in the chat. Let me school you real quick so you can get back online with your culture. Who did Egypt say the land? What's the name of the land of the plow in Egypt? The land of the hoe. Tamari. What's the first? What is the ox and the plow? The ox and the plow came from a spot on earth, bro. The ox and the plow came from a spot on earth, bro. It's a teaching of agriculture. Ancient Africans didn't know nothing about no plow. They were savage. All they planted was wheat. You just throw that in the field. When our culture came, we bought the plow and cattle to pull it. So therefore, the first letter in the Hebrew language, Hezekiah, is the plow and the ox. Bro, this shit over your head, bro. This over your head, bro. Hebrew was started from an agriculture language, brother. Now you got to go find who are the first agriculturalists with the plow and the ox. Right here in America. Ooh, it don't even take 3 minutes to teach you something, bro. I got to learn you something because our people are lost to the point to where they are trying to teach this stuff come from over there, come from here, bro. It only took 60 seconds to teach you that. Now, when you go research it, it's going to line right up with what I just told you. That's elite receipts without the receipts. And if I pull the receipts, it ain't even going to be fair. The first pharaohs got the plow. Look just like an A. Look just like Atlanta, nigga. Roll the cord. Then you go to Mesopotamia, you see the same damn plow with the ox. The king of Mary got a mural in Mesopotamia with the ox and the plow. And his name is Mary. We name places over there after our land. We name places on the Euphrates after Tamari, nigga. Egypt named after Tamari. You ain't figured this shit out yet? Man, bro, our name is on these people's cities, bro. We name they fucking cities after here. Go look up the land of Mary on the Euphrates River. Go look up Tamari. Where you think that shit come from? Mary is the mother of Haru. Mary is the mother of Haru, not Egypt. Fuck with them niggas that taught you all that dumbass shit for all these years, lying and lying and lying, or they just don't even know what they talking about, bro. Mary is the mother of Haru. Why you think Jesus' mama named Mary? Man, you better enlighten yourself. You better wake up, bro. We were two different people from two different lands with two different teachings. If Mary is the mother of Haru, we created the summer solstice for the harvest, nigga. You don't know that shit? That's all Egypt doing. That's what Mesopotamia was doing. Them ain't no damn aliens. Bro. Bro, come on, man. Okay. Let's go to the city of Mary in Mesopotamia. Now I gotta go back on the receipts because you're playing. Now let me show you something. You see this copper-colored king in Samaria? Do you see this copper-colored king in Samaria? You see that? Looking just like your ass. This ain't no damn African. This is a copper-colored Hebrew from America living on the Euphrates, teaching knowledge. They want you to think they look like this. Them people look like this. Let's keep going. All this knowledge out here, you got to listen with open ears. You can't just block out and try to argue with people all day, bro. You got to go take the information and study it. You got to go take the information and study it, bro. Ox. Plow. A lift. Paleo-Hebrew. Where you think that shit came from? America. The ox and the plow was created here for agriculture. Therefore, we created the language of the ox and the plow. The first letter in the alphabet come from the plow and the ox. And you told that them people tell you that the language is older than this. All their languages come from this. Let's keep going. All their languages come from this. Let's keep going. Come on, man. You got to learn. You got to, bro. All that dummy shit over with. It's dead. This come from America, bro. To knit. This became Africa. This come from Phoenicians. The sun rising over the pyramid for the summer solstice. This shit come from here. Nigga, we named Africa. Nigga, we named Africa. We named Africa. And you steady acting like you don't know what the hell going on. We named the motherfucker. The land of Afri that come from Tanit of the Phoenician Hebrew. Then the Romans called it Africa. You got to know this, bro. Or you tripping. Hold on. Let me show this man a real Mesopotamian. And how the real Hebrews look. This is how they look right here, big dog. This is how they look. Copper, Hebrew, got gold, we are taking gold to Egypt. Here y'all go. Here you go. You can have that, bro. I got plenty more of that where I come from. We're going to live over here on this island and build up a whole damn big-ass mansion on the island over here in Crete. Yeah, corn is on our artifacts. Corn is on the Cretan artifacts. Yeah. All the way in the island of Greece, nigga. You don't want no receipts. You don't even want them type of problems. You don't even know who our people is, bro. You downplaying America. You can't downplay America when the real facts come out. Don't you dare. Don't you dare downplay America. Let me show you what the Cretans built that had the corn. Let me show you the style of building they was building, the people who brought the corn. See, now you're starting to figure this shit out. Yeah, we built this shit. We rolled the corn. We taught Hebrew. We taught advanced agriculture with the plow. They keep telling y'all these Tartarian buildings. I know who built them. I know exactly who built them. The same bloodline that left here a long time ago. That's why these buildings still stand in America today. Who built the one in Nashville? Who built the one like this in Nashville? They say it's a replica. Who built that? Sitting in the middle of downtown Nashville, big as fuck. Who built that? And the melanated Hebrews or the Cretans built one just like it in Greece. And they got corn on their artifacts. Corn cob pinky rings. The people who built this wearing corn cob pinky rings, nigga. History. Bro, them people wearing corn rings. They in museums. If you ever go to Greece, go to the Minion Museum. You're going to walk right up on some solid gold corn cob rings that they was buried with mounds with the Cretans. And I can prove it. We were corn pimping around this motherfucker. And you talking about the Hebrew ain't come from here. Nigga, the Hebrew came with the corn. We got Hebrew symbols all over buildings, all over America. Bet is all over all the damn buildings. B-E-Y-T. Go look at the symbol for bet. Then go look at old buildings in Chicago. Go look at old buildings in Atlanta. Go look at old buildings in Miami. The bet symbol, the Hebrew bet, the second letter of the Paleo-Hebrew alphabet is all over the building, which means house or temple. Shit over your head, bro. Don't let this shit go over your head. It's called the Minion Museum. The Museum of the Cretans in Greece. Corn cob rings. I got a receipt somewhere, but I got so many in this phone, I have to go back and find all this stuff. But I want you to understand. That's corn, bro. That's Hebrew right there. That X is Hebrew, bro. Don't let these people tell you nothing else. That's corn. That's Hebrew in India. We built that shit. Come on, man. You better wake up. You better go look at what's on these You got to go to what the ancestors built. Don't be going on what these people done told you. You got to go look at these monuments yourself, bro. Look at what they're symbolizing. Look at what they are talking about. Go see if they're aligned with the summer soldiers for agriculture. Go check and see. No, these wasn't no damn Africans. I just told y'all Africans are not seafarers. See, there what people don't understand. Let me explain something. Let me explain something. When our people put settlements in Europe, Samaria, Africa, then they start spreading out. People don't even know where the Naga come from, bro. The Naga are the Indus Valley civilization. The Naga are the Indus Valley civilization, bro. They left the Indus Valley in Europe and then they went to India and built this after they had evolved more. See, there's nobody teaching you that. The Naga are our people. They got the same mound builder, ancient mound builder symbols and the corn right there at the Indus Valley. They became the Hindu. See, this real history. See, all that other shit is speculation. Moors were seafarers. Shay. A Moor didn't get no knowledge till the Phoenician came to their area. A Moor had no boats, no structures, nothing before they learned from Phoenicians. That's the history they ain't gonna teach you. Moors are using our knowledge on their land. And Moors got rid of our people over there too. You must know that. Okay, receipts. See, I let the receipts talk for me. I ain't got You must know that. Okay, receipts. See, I let the receipts talk for me. I ain't got time to be arguing with nobody. I want to show you the truth. More Berbers, the first Berbers adopted, watch this, Phoenician. This who taught them. This who taught them. Let me show you. I'm gonna show you who gave. I'm gonna show you who gave them the knowledge. Show you who the real big dog is. Ancient North Africa used Punic languages, a dialect of Phoenician. A dialect of Phoenician. Berbers used Phoenician languages. They turned the Phoenician god of Tanit into Afri. They even had the mother goddess. Who you think brought the mother goddess knowledge over there? The Phoenician was talking about Tanit, the mother goddess. Then the Berber turned it into Afri. Then the Greeks called them the land of Afri, which became Africa. Research what I'm telling you. Research it. Research it. Roll the coin. The people who came there, name all the cities. We named Iraq and all of that Middle Eastern stuff. We named that stuff. That stuff ain't even Arabic language. It ain't even Arabic language. Bro, sunflowers on the wall in India. Sunflowers were created by the American mound builders. Let's keep going. But I want to show y'all what I'm talking about. Now look at this. These was found on the mound builders in Ohio. That's Tanit. Same thing. That's Tanit. Same thing. This found in Ohio now. Damn Ankh cross to knit found in Ohio. This is not African. Let me explain what the Ankh means, people. Because people don't even know what it means, and we try and teach other people what it means. What did the original Ankh stand for? Or to knit, or tau cross? What does it stand for? The key to life. The key to life is the harvest. The key to life is the harvest. So the stars in the sky during the harvest became the key to life. Listen, bro. The original meaning was for the harvest. That's it. Then it went into all of that man and woman and all of that later on. Ain't no man and woman, ain't no food, bro. If your boyfriend take you out to eat and he can't pay for that meal, ain't no man and woman. You gonna be like, nigga, ain't no key to life in this motherfucker. I need that plate. Come on now. We got to get back to the basics, bro. Y'all niggas is too smart to be this goddamn crazy. Ancient times ain't nobody eating, bro. These people starving. Oh, they still starving today. Let me break this down one more time. Let me show y'all. I gotta teach. See, when you learn the truth, it gonna all open. It gonna all make sense, right? It gonna all make sense. It gonna all make sense. Now you're gonna understand it. This is not from Africa. This comes from an agriculture people. You think agriculture got started in the desert you want to, you lost your damn mind. Do you think agriculture got started? Come on, man. It started in the desert with a cow, huh? Come on, son. We bought that over there and plowed the desert. We learned how to plow the desert in the southwest of America. Then we took it over there. We already knew what to do. we already knew how to do this, bro. They found the Ankh style cross on the mound building in Georgia. See, that's what they want to teach you. We been doing this shit. This shit ain't new. Egypt got the updated Ankh. We got the ancient Ankh. Teach you. We been doing this shit. This shit ain't new. Egypt got the updated Ankh. We got the ancient Ankh. Egypt got the Ankh 3,000-4,000 years later. We been talking about the summer solstice. Hold on. Roll the corn. of the helixual rising before the sunrise, around the summer solstice, the Pleiades, helixual rising, when they become visible again in the morning, before sunrise, right there. Before sunrise, the Pleiades, the Hyades, and the horns of Taurus make the loop that's on top of the Ankh. Oh, this shit deep. Roll the coin. The Hyades, the Pleiades, and the horns of Taurus align in a circle the night, the dawn before the helixual rising. That what makes the loop, right? Then when the sun comes up, Sirius rises. That's what makes the bottom of the Ankh cross. Therefore, right, showing you that it is harvest time. Just that simple. Let me show you. Just that simple. Ain't even hard. Now research what I'm telling you now. Research what I'm telling you. What the? I wait till my sign in y'all website. Move around. Move around. Hold on. Let me find another. Hold on. Let me find another. Look on. Hold on. Let me find another. Look on. Hold on, y'all. This is all star work. When you learn that alignment, you're gonna break codes. When you learn alignment, you're gonna break codes. Right? I can't find it real fast, but let me explain it. Y'all hear me? Y'all got me? Put a 2 in the chat. Put a 2 in the chat. This is the laws. The laws of Ma'at was made for the harvest, people. This is the laws. The laws of Ma'at was made for the harvest, people. The laws of Ma'at was made for people to live in harmony and balance with nature to have a good harvest. That's a fact. Ma'at don't even come from Egypt. I'm telling you. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you what I know. Of living righteous, right? Living righteous, living in balance and harmony with nature. Of living righteous, right? Living righteous, living in balance and harmony with nature, right? Natural order of things makes the harvest successful with nature, right? Natural order of things makes the harvest successful. That's why evil was used for the laws of Ma'at. I'm freezing. Used for the laws of Ma'at. I'm freezing. Put a 2 in the chat. 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 Put a 2. Y'all got me? Y'all see me? Y'all hear me? Right? Okay. The Ankh cross. The Pleiades, the Hyades and the horns of Taurus. Pleiades right here, Hyades, horns of Taurus, makes the loop. Y'all hear me? This is formed in the sky before. This is formed in the sky before the celestial rising. Then you get the sun rising in front of Sirius with Orion aligning. And that's the bottom of the Ankh cross. When all of this happens, that is harvest time. Therefore, it's the key to life. Therefore, it's the key to life. You hear me? Y'all got me? And the key to life is feeding your people. This is where they come from, right? Order and natural cycles. We had already figured out the natural cycles of the planet. So we used the 42 laws of Ma'at, right? And live the 42 laws of Ma'at perfectly, and that guarantees a perfect harvest. Simple. Right? Somebody created that, people. It's not Egypt. Somebody created that. The mound builders of North America were wearing falcon feathers for truth. Falcon feathers for truth. Ain't feathers the falcon? Ain't feathers the truth in Ma'at? Feathers mean we wore feathers for truth in Ma'at, bro. It ain't got nothing to do with no damn Native American. Right? That's my new logo, too. That's my new logo, the feather with truth. Yeah, I'm coming with that. Because people don't understand. All of this stuff go together, bro. Virtuousness, working together, living in tune with nature with your people to have a good harvest. You have morals and stability among your people because everybody is living under the code for a good harvest. Shirts on the way. The new truth. I'm going to switch it up. Now, this is what our ancient ancestors were teaching in America. Anything aligned with season changes are not nobody but our people, bro. Ain't no Native American aligned no mounds with the spring to put no corn in the field, bro. Whenever you see mounds aligned with spring, summer, winter, autumn, them your people. No other culture ever done it on the planet. Stop trying to act like somebody else did this, bro. This come from here. And it's older than everywhere else in the world. We got the oldest Kemet. We got the oldest black soil in the world on the Mississippi River. You think the Nile is where Kemet was created? We got spots in America with 12,000-year-old Kemet on the ground, bro. Go research Moccasin Bend, alluvial soil. It's called alluvial soil. That's what the ancestors were talking about. Alluvial soil. Kemet, the black soil. Okay. Got to show you. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's go here. Oldest alluvial soil on the Mississippi River. Right? Major river occupied this location for millions of years. Alluvial plains. right? Jurassic. We got alluvial soil from Jurassic times, right? And they just go to a place where a lot of our people lived with alluvial soil that they don't teach you about, right off the rivers. How old is Egypt? 5,500 years old? Egypt, 5,500 years old. Moccasin being alluvial soil, how old? 12,000 years old. 12,000 years old. You see that? Inhabited by humans for the same period as the soil was being deposited. Paleo-Indians, 10,500 BC. Right there. You see that? You think Egypt came up with Kemet? You done lost your damn mind. Egypt ain't up but 5,500 years old. Pyramid, 5,500 years old. Nigga, we got Kemet on the Mississippi River, 12,000 years old. Been rolling crops. See, it was your... Come on, man. When you speak of these things, you must know what they are. So common sense will tell you that if the first culture mapped out what Kemet really was, then you take it to another place, you turn that area into Kemet. Because somebody had to learn before somebody else. Right? Somebody had to lay the knowledge down for other people. So we got alluvial soil on the Mississippi River 12,000 years ago. And crops are growing there. Yes, crops and people. You see it say Paleo-Indians. Why are they calling them Paleo-Indians? Then you call the language Paleo-Hebrew. Where are the Paleo-Hebrew Indians in Africa? Ain't none. Where are the Paleo niggas with the Hebrew? Where the Paleo anything in Africa? Paleo-Indian go with Paleo-Hebrew. You got to know that. Let me show y'all something, bro. Let me show y'all something. All of these cultures they talking about got the same damn language. They be trying to separate these people. They be trying to separate the people. They try to separate the old mix. They want to separate everybody, separate the Mayans. They want to separate everybody. Okay, let's go check and see. Let's go look. Hopefully I can find this stuff. Before I go there, let me show you Ma'at. Hold on. Ma'at, the goddess of truth. Truth is the feather. Truth is the feather. Don't forget that. Truth is the feather. Right? Truth is the feather. Ostrich feather in Egypt. Falcon feather over here. Don't forget that. Somebody taught them that through a bloodline. And you just popping up with feathers talking about the truth and Ma'at. No, bro. Shit don't work like that. Stuff been taught for thousands of years. Now let's go look at the Mayans. Right? Ancient Mayan pillars. There's Hebrew right there. There's Hebrew on the Mayan shit now. Don't get this shit fucked up. Don't think these people, this is the language of Tamari. This is the Mayans with Bet on their temples. Bet is Hebrew. Let's keep going. It's Hebrew. That's a language from our people. Don't get it confused. Do not get that confused with nobody else. The tree of life story. The tree and the snake. Spoken in America first. Then they turned it into Adam and Eve. But I ain't gonna pull that one up. Let's go find the artifacts. go to the artifacts. Roll the coin. If I can find them, it's so many. Hold on. Roll the coin. I just had these receipts the other day. Now, Mesopotamia, ancient Mesopotamia, Ubaid culture. See that? See that swastika looking thing? See the swastika? See that? That's American mound builder for good fortune. See that? That's American mound builders for good fortune. Right there. All the way in Mesopotamia. They telling you these aliens, but we got the same damn artifacts over here in Ohio. Same artifacts in Ohio. Roll the coin. And then, when you look just a little closer at the ancient Sumerian, you run into this right here. You look just a little closer at that culture, you see the truth when you go check out the artifacts. Let me show y'all this, if I can find it. You go look at the artifacts, and you fuck around and see corn, then it's a wrap. Then you mess around and see the corn in Samaria, at the ancient Ubaid culture. You mess around and see corn with silks coming off the corn in ancient Samaria. Then you understand where they come from. Cause that ain't no goddamn, that's corn. Ain't no way around it. Hold on. Roll the coin. Hold on. Let me see, can I find it? Now, they try to tell you these people are aliens, right? They try to tell you these people are aliens. That's what they want to tell you. That's what they want to teach you. Because they don't want you to know that their culture came from here. Y'all got to go check, anybody new got to go check my YouTube videos out when I talk about this stuff and show all the receipts when I put them in line. So you can kind of tell what's going on. Cause see, the Ubaid culture has spread it out, right? They spread it out into Samaria, then they spread it out into the Jerusalem area, Israel area, right? And they was doing all the same things with the plow, right? The plow, the palm tree, all of these things, they really come from here. They don't want, they lie about. The tamar, the tamarack tree, all this stuff is American. Ancient Sumerians and Ubaid was planting palm trees. using plows with plows and oxes in the desert, and they brought them with them. See, the symbolism for the plow. See, this is a lift is the beginning, right? So you must understand the first letter in Hebrew is the beginning. You got to understand what they're trying to teach you, right? A lift. And they might be trying to teach this stuff backwards. Let me see. The first letter in Hebrew. So it symbolizes beginning and the number one, right? First letter signifies a start, a new beginning, and number one. Aleph, the first letter in the Hebrew alphabet, beginning, number one, the start. So think about this, bro. Think about this. If I'm talking about a new start, a new beginning in a new place, what's the first thing I need? What's the first thing I need to do in a new place? A new start, a new beginning. Right? Before you move out of town to a new city, what's the first thing you do? You get a job or something so you can make money, so you can feed yourself. Houses, food, need somewhere to stay. If I'm moving way across the world, I need a food resource of some sort, right? Rashad Poor, what's up? Y'all follow Rashad Poor. When I first move out of somewhere and go to somewhere else, the new beginning is I'm not going there if I'm not finna. Water is a great answer. Water is a great answer. That is a great answer. You know why? Because we found the water. These people find the water first, then they go right into agriculture. That's why they on the Nile. That's why they on the Euphrates. Right? So a new beginning, I'm finding water with the ox and the plow, and I'm finna set up irrigation to grow crops. And I bring my seed with me. I bring my seed with me. So I got the seeds of all these exotic things. I found the water of the rivers, the fresh water. Now I'm irrigating and planting the seed with my ox and plow. This is how I start a new beginning in a new area of the world. And I learned that from my homeland, right? So the ox and the plow is the first letter of the alphabet. That's the beginning, right? It's the beginning. It's the start. All this stuff go together. It makes perfect sense. Roll the corn. So I pull up with my seeds, my corn, my squash, my beans, my tamarack, palm trees. I pull up with all of that, line them up and down the Nile, line them up and down the Euphrates River. Now what you got? You got Kemet. Because we just created it on another foreign land. Now you get it? Number 2 of the Hebrew alphabet is Bet. House. House. Home. Therefore, I start up my agriculture on the river and I build a house. I do this in order to make things go right, right? This is an ancient teaching. This is not no... Yeah, Baal is Lord of Master. Baal is Lord of Master. So, think about this. Why are people supposedly supposed to be from those areas pulling up doing this out of nowhere. If it was from the area, it would already have been there. It wouldn't have been written about in all of these religious books. This is a new teaching on a new land. That's why it's so big in history. That's why they're writing about it in the Bible, the Quran, all of this stuff, because this is new information of how to upbring civilization coming from somewhere else. It makes perfect sense. Then the pyramids go up. Right there on the same spot where the damn corn was at. Then all of these massive mounds go up on the Tigris and Euphrates River when these certain people come. And it's looking just like their homeland. And why are they talking about exiling people from the Middle East back to Arzareth? Send them Israelites or them Hebrews or whoever them is home. Come on, man. Now, I talked about this story yesterday, but I want to show y'all this again because I think somebody missed it. I talked about this yesterday. Now, this shit right here. Yaqub making white people. Yaqub making white people. This is the shit they teach our people. This is not correct. This shit is crazy. Now, in real life, Yaqub is Jacob. Yaqub is Jacob in real life. And in real life, Yaqub was a Hebrew. In real life. In real life, Yaqub was a shepherd of cattle. A shepherd of cattle. He bred cattle. He was a shepherd, right? So by him breeding cattle, Islam or the Nation of Islam took that story and said he created the white man. He bred white people. But he really was breeding sheep and goats as being a shepherd of the land. Now they say he breed white people because it's a sneak diss against white people, which is funny and cute. The Nation of Islam attacked, they went at white people like that. But I ain't mad at that. But he did not create the bloodline of white people. That's a lie. That's mythology. White people came from recessive genes of Africans. That's where they come from. Recessive genes of Africans turning eyes blue, albinism. And then you get a bunch of those people interbreeding over time. They come out looking like this. And they mad as hell because the melanated tribes kind of pushed them away. The melanated tribes pushed them away. So when they come out the caves after all that after sitting there interbreeding as a whole new white race, they were mad as hell. And they wanted vengeance. And then these people enslaved them. North Africans enslaved them. I don't blame them I'm not mad. I ain't mad at the white people. You know why? Because real history show they got their ass done bad too now. They got done bad too. They just came back with a vengeance, right? Now, we got to learn our history and learn what really happened and why it's in their DNA. Why is it in their DNA to go against us so much? You have to understand it. That's why. And these elite people, white people who know their real history, know where they come from. Really ain't no white people. Yeah, them African Moors were doing it to them, raping them, having babies, enslaving them, got them working and shit. Them people know their history, bro. And I'll be saying this to be funny, but really ain't no, everybody is melanated. Everybody, not melanated, but everybody come from our people, even them. It's called the, hold on, let me show you. See, Jacob was self-sufficient. See, this is so deep right here, y'all. I got to stop right here. This shit is deep. If Jacob is a Hebrew, which is Yakub, and he interbreeded cattle to make the best cattle for his agriculture, that's what he was doing. He was being self-sufficient in nature, right? But they call it cunning. They say he's going against the God's provision. See, this is where they got us fucked up at, right? This shit is still going on today. This is the deepest thing I might talk about on this live today. If you are self-sufficient, automatically they say you going against God. Think about it. This is what they teach to fuck your head up. If you are self-sufficient, that's not good in the eyes of God. This is the Jacob story, the Yakub story. He was a self-sufficient Hebrew language person. But we all know those mound building people are self-sufficient with nature. So when you are self-sufficient with nature, when people are trying to teach gods, when you're going against, I'm gonna ask God for a blessing, or I'm gonna do it my damn self. If I do it myself, I'm going against God's provision. This is where they get us at, right? This is what they talk about in the Bible. But the switcheroo is, if you are self-sufficient, they turn everything you've done into evil. Why you think they call Baal evil, bro? Why you think they call Baal evil? And Baal is just Hebrew for master or Lord. Right? It's a switcheroo. They want to seem good, and our self-sufficiency of nature's people was deemed evil. You get it? Baal is Hebrew for Lord or master. It's not evil. The arch of Baal is I'm the master of this dwelling. I'm a master builder of a dwelling. Masons taught you that shit was evil. All Baal means I'm a master builder of a dwelling with an arch. Now the arch is Baal. It is evil. Nah, bro. The Choctaw Indians was called in New Orleans Baal Bansha. The original Hebrew name for New Orleans. Baal Bansha. Why are melanated Choctaws talking about Baal Bansha? B-A-L is etymology of Baal. Baal Bansha? Why in the hell is melanated Choctaws in Mississippi speaking Hebrew? Y'all better go look that shit up. B-A-L-B-A-N-C-H-A. Balbantia. We are the original creators of that language. They call it a ancient Choctaw language, but that is coming off Hebrew. Y'all really think we have no language over here, bro? And then all our words and letters got switched around, and most of them turned to English, and most of them forgotten and lost, and most of them just are Hebrew language from over there. No. Baal Bansha. All Hebrew. Let me show you. CHA. Choctaw. See, when you hear these words, when you a young man in Mississippi, you like, what the fuck is they saying? See, that's why I'm kind of different, bro. See, I done heard motherfuckers say this shit, and I'm like, what the hell are they talking about? But really, it's B-A-L, B-A-N-C-H-A. Name for the area known as New Orleans, meaning land of many tongues. Yes, melanated Indians are Hebrews. Yes, they are. Their ancestors are some form of Hebrew. They got all that stuff we done and turned it into a religion. Now, why are Choctaws talking about Baal Bansha, the land of many tongues of New Orleans? See that? And I done heard my great-grandmama them say this shit. Baal Bansha, talking about Louisiana. What the hell is y'all talking about? I'm sitting around listening to these people, these older people. Baal Bansha? I know about New Orleans, but what the fuck is Baal Bansha? Deep, bro, listen. Bro, listen. Where you think I be learning this shit from? I done heard my people say these things. And I'm thinking it's some type of language. You know, when I was young, I'm just thinking it's some type of hidden language that they spoke between the older people. This is Hebrew the whole time. Then I get older and pull this shit up and break it down. Baal Bansha. That's Baal. Ban is Hebrew. And Char is Hebrew. Mal Bansha. Judah. This shit serious, bro. I don't know what. Listen, bro. This shit is deep, way deeper than what you think is going on the land, bro. This shit is deep. This ain't no surface deep information no more. This stuff is, these people are speaking a language that was before the Bible, people. I heard my great-grandmama say Baal Bansha. I'm like, you going to, what? What the fuck is you, that must be overseas. You got to be talking about Pakistan or something. I'm like, I'm telling you, bro, I don't know what these people are saying, bro. I get old enough to find out what this stuff mean and damn near cry tears. These people are speaking Hebrew in the presence of us in the 1990s. These people were still speaking Hebrew in the 90s, bro. In Mississippi. And I got motherfucker trying to tell me my background. Come on, man. You can't. I have seen my people speak this shit fluently. Some of the words I can't even remember. I wish I could, because I would break them down right now. But I can't. I remember that one though. I'm gonna tell you how this ancestor stuff work, bro. I got two aunts. If I'm lying, I'm dying. I got 2 aunts. I will call her on the phone. They live in Lafayette, Louisiana, and one live in Breaux Bridge, Louisiana. In the 90s, in like 96, they moved down there, right? One of them got married and moved down there, and the other one moved because her sister told her to come a couple months later, right? So they were having some type of party. I was the 90s, so I was in my I was low teen, somewhere up in there, right? My great grandmama was talking about Balbancha, right? Because we were finna go down there and see my aunts in Louisiana. So I'm like, we finna go to New Orleans or Lafayette or what the hell is Balbancha? I'm thinking in my head, we finna go to Louisiana, right? She was saying Balbancha. So I'm like, okay, I guess this is some like slang word for Louisiana or some shit, right? I get older, I pull that shit up. It's mounds in Louisiana, or it's just the Louisiana area. It stands for land of many tongues. So our ancestor was saying, them people down there in Louisiana got some new languages down there. What is the new language? French, Spanish. This shit way deeper than what you think it is. Them people knew, bro. Got them old foreign ass languages and foreigners down there in Louisiana on the coast. Turning into Creole. That's why I don't believe some of y'all creators, bro. I know better. My ancestors know, they already knew that shit was foreign. Because she's saying Balbancha. Foreign language speaking motherfuckers in Louisiana. Talk about my language, Creole. Is you crazy? Ain't no way. When I still got family in Yazoo City speak this shit fluently. Man, I got family members in Louisiana speak Hebrew fluently. Still farming right now today. And I'm gonna go down there and get a whole video of the ass. Y'all gonna be, this shit gonna break the internet when I drop that. Everything they say, I'm gonna write it down and break all of it down. Hebrew. They never fuck with the white folks. Never got their language broke. Never went to their schools. Deep down in the South, if you know where to go, I promise you, you would change. You won't even think about Africa. You wouldn't even think about Africa. You come deep down in the South and I show you some of this shit. You'll be like, boy, ain't no way in the hell I'm from no damn Africa. Any people down here speaking Hebrew. Still growing peas to the moon alignments. Still harvesting corn to the damn summer solstice. Ain't no way I'm from nowhere else but here. People know this shit off the back of their head. We read about this stuff and put it together. These people just know this shit. Figs all in the Bible. My grandmama and them were eating figs and fig jelly since I was a baby. We been had figs and olive trees and pomegranate. Man, them folk been had this shit. Y'all over there loving that shit over there in another land. We been had that over here, bro. Grandma and them been eating corn and frying catfish and cornmeal, man. That's American information. You think an African in the 1300 was frying fish and cornmeal? Hell no. Snap beans and peas and okra, man, that shit is American. Just imagine back in your head what your people were doing, bro. Just imagine back in your head what your ancestors, your grandmama and them were doing, bro. Just think about it. What they knew, what they ate, how they cooked it, how they prepared it. They didn't prepare their food like no African, boiling no damn mule head. That food has soul and flavor. You can't even duplicate it today. Them people had gardens and farms and all that shit all upside the house in the hood, bro. Brim, trout, buffalo. Come on, man. That is Mississippian food, man. Canning it. You exactly right. Making syrup. Man, my grandma used to make syrup. Homemade. Ain't no damn Aunt Jim or me. She making syrup in the damn pot. Jelly. Skinning fish. Skinning deers. Skinning that motherfucker, putting them in some gravy. You think that's African? You think that 30-weight gravy African? You want to. That 30-weight gravy ain't African. y'all kill me right now. If y'all prove that gravy came from Africa, you can go on, we know the truth now out of here, bro. That gravy and that damn rice and corn and greens and corn, that shit do not come from Africa. I wouldn't give a damn what nobody said. Ain't nobody whipping that gravy out of scratch but American grandmothers. Homemade ice cream? Who you think created this shit, bro? Okay, start back looking at them old pictures of your grandma in the kitchen. And look at what she cooking. That shit wasn't prepared in Africa. Go to Claraine's Cafe and get you something. Listen, bro. Them people were eating wheat, bro. Cream of wheat, bro. Y'all think this shit a joke? Them people, and I'm not trying to talk about them people, bro. I promise y'all. I'm just trying to separate cultures. That's all I'm trying to do. That's all I'm doing. I'm just showing you a different culture for different people. That's all I'm doing. That food them people were cooking was so soulful because it was so connected to the earth. The people who grew the greens back then, the corn back then, the okra, the snap beans, them people were connected to that crop. They sold that crop with they pride hooked to that crop. This crop is fresh and good. Roll the corn. My grandma chewed tobacco and spit snuff, bro. That is American. Them ain't no damn Africans. My grandma never was a slave. See, this is how my history different from a lot of people. My people never was slaves. So why is my grandmother, who was never a slave, that means she didn't get off no boat, for one. And she chewing American tobacco and spitting in his fucking spit can all damn day. I thought snuff was from Tamari. I thought tobacco was a mound builder smoke. This is the same bloodline as the mound builder who smoked tobacco for ceremonies. My grandmama and them still smoking it. Got me smoking it. It's in my DNA. So if she never was a slave, that means she didn't come on no boat. Why is she speaking Hebrew words? She never was a slave. She didn't come on no boat. She know how to grow everything under the sun. 200 damn acres of tobacco fields in Rankin County, Mississippi. Taken from taxes of Mississippi from white men. You're not finna call me foundationally black, bro. That's a slap to my grandma's face. And I mean this shit. You're not finna call me that. I ain't no motherfucking foundationally black nothing. See, now we talking about some real shit. Cause see, when I know my real people and real ancestors, you can't call me no bullshit like that. I'm foundationally black. I have never heard my grandma even call nobody black. They used to get mad when you call people black, bro, back in the day. The real people from here. Come on, man. Stop playing, man. All this 2025 shit is not right. Come on now. Come on now. Roll the coin. Man, I'm so sick of these people, man. Fuck AI. I'm gonna get the hell off the internet. These people just changing shit. It just, tobacco is all American. Snuff, tobacco. My great grandmama grew up on a tobacco farm, chewing and smoking tobacco. Never was a slave. That bloodline come from here. Y'all can stop it. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say about our people. But if an old spit can bring back so many memories, roll the corn, look, the spit cup. Oh, don't even bring up the Levi Garrett. Oh my God. Go to the store and get that Levi Garrett. I'm finna get the Levi Garrett tattooed on my goddamn arm. Roll the corn. Y'all playing, man. This shit is serious. Hold on. Let me blow this up. Roll the corn. Now, you think this shit a joke, you want to. You think this a joke? The item is out of stock. Listen to me. Your grandma chewed this Levi Garrett, your ass from the land. You claim all the African you want to. Your grandma and granddaddy were chewing this. Let me find the other one. If they fuck, okay. Keep playing with yourself. Keep calling yourself African. This shit ain't, that Levi Garrett ain't never been to Africa. Roll the corn. What is this? Why they chewing this? Huh? Oh my God, now this gonna make a nigga cry. This gonna make a nigga cry right here. This gonna make a nigga cry. Hold on, let me show y'all the old logo. This fire. I need one of these in a frame. This fire right here. Oh shit. What the hell? What the hell? What the fuck is going? What the fuck is going on? Oh, the red man. Let's go look at the pack. Now, when I look at the pack, I be about to cry. Because when I see the pack, I'm thinking nothing but about my grandma. Oh, shit, this damn pack, that's the new pack. I think the green one, the old pack. This shit is wild. This shit right here, nigga. See, now that's that golden blend. They were fucking with that, but they had the cheapest one you can buy. It's the green one. Let's go look at the green one. The cheapest one you can get from the store, nigga. Bring me the green pack of Red Man. And hurry the fuck back. Look how they made the Red Man bright skinned. Get this shit off the screen. Hold on. Look how they made the Red Man bright skinned. Man, what is y'all doing on the... Man, y'all be hating so much, bro. God damn. Can't even look at the... Damn. Bro, if your grandma chewed this right here, if you say you are African, I'm looking for you. I'm telling you. If your grandma chewed this Red Man and his damn, and that Levi Garrett with the snuff, if you say you a damn African on this app trying to get views and argue with me, I'm coming to find your stupid ass. That right there is American. It's as American as it gonna get. Ain't nothing multi-American than that damn tobacco, bro. In that jaw with that spit cup. You can lie to yourself all you want. Your people chewing it from the land. If your grandma ever sent you to the store to get this, and you say you are African, I'm going to kick you in your ass, bro. I'm telling you right now. Don't play with the Red Man and the Levi Garrett. Now, if y'all was eating some African shit, and you know, that's cool. That tobacco from the land. So if your people never was on no slave driving, and they chewing that, oh boy, we need our land back. I'm finna do a TikTok video about the Red Man and Levi Garrett. All I'm gonna say is, look, bro, if your grandma chewed it right here, oh, your ass from the land. Come on, holler at your boy. If she chewed it, Levi, oh man. Oh boy, your ass is not from Africa, boy. This my next. When I get out live, I'm dropping the video talking shit. Cause if your people, let's pull up the Red Man again. One more time. These motherfuckers lost their goddamn mind, man. Where's y'all culture? Right there with Levi Garrett. That was my culture, Levi Garrett, nigga. Roll the car. Pass that spit cup. That's what you do. Yeah. Rolling tobacco, rolling corn. You think this shit a joke. You think that Red Man a joke you want to. Boy, you don't bring that Red Man back home, you finna get your ass whooped. If you stop and don't bring that Red Man Levi Garrett right back to grandmama, you finna get your ass whooped. And they ain't got none in the house? Oh, boy, you ain't going outside no more today. Don't you make no stops, bring that right back. Soda water. That's that Louisiana shit. Soda water. Roll the call. Yeah, shy. They was saying shy. Them people be calling people shy. Yeah, shy. That's fucking Hebrew. Shy. Come on, shy. See, you got to be down south to be able to understand what I'm trying to tell you. That shit is Hebrew. That is C-H-A, not S-H-A. C-H-A. C-H-A-I. Shy. That's Hebrew. Motherfucker been saying this shit for Hundreds of years before we knew what it was. Come on, Shy. You lit, Shy. You lit, Shy. Roll the card. This shit over people's head from other places that don't know. We in Mississippi calling folks Jew all day. What up, Jew? What up, Jew? Jew, what up? Jew, what going on today, Jew? Let me get out of here, man. Roll the coin, man. If your grandma chewed that red, man, you motherfucking, okay. All right. When I see somebody out here talking about they African American, I'll be like, now, if your grandma ain't messing with that tobacco too fast, now you might be an African. Matter of fact, that's a part of our genealogy. If your grandma ain't fuck with that, now some of our grandmas ain't chew this shit or smoke, but most of them did. But if for sure, if we can prove that your grandma chewed that Levi Garrett or Red Man, your ass is 100% from the land. Ain't no way around this shit, bro. Ain't nobody who ain't got no culture is putting it in their mouth, bro. Ain't nobody without that culture is not putting it in their mouth. They don't even know what it is. Then the taste of it is just so damn, come on, man. You got to been there, touched it and tasted to know. Motherfucker going there like this. I'm gonna tell y'all this and I'm gonna get out of here, man. My grandmama had my cousin. My cousin was a couple years older than me. The nigga had to be 19, 20. Chewing Levi Garrett. My grandmama had the man chewing Levi Garrett. The man was 19 years old. That's how serious this shit is, bro. He walk around with a spit cup, 20 years old. It's just in your DNA. Rest in peace to my cousin, man. Roll the coin. I love y'all. I'm in love with you, man. I gotta drop my Red Man video now, bro. Y'all have a good day. I appreciate y'all. Shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. Hold up. That's wild right there. That Red Man, wow. That brought back so many memories. Right? That's my cash out right there. We know the truth now. Y'all go subscribe to my YouTube. We know the truth now if you haven't. A lot of this stuff I be talking about, I got whole videos about it on YouTube. And I want y'all to go look at it and get that information, man. But as we look back into what really happened and what these people really done, and because now it's bigger than history, right? Because these are our people that raised us. When we talk about the people that raised us, that we relate that back to real history, it all makes sense, right? Because if our people are not slaves and never worked under nobody like that, and they are over here using American crops on a day-to-day basis, they know how to grow them, they know how to cure them, they are not from Africa. It's just that simple. Somebody had to teach Kunta Kinte how to grow tobacco and corn and cotton. Fiddler. Somebody had to teach him that. Right? That is not his culture. We know the truth now. See y'all later, man. I'm working on some more stuff for tomorrow, but I'll let y'all know tomorrow. I ain't through with this stuff yet, but I'm gonna let you know. Y'all have a great day, man. Love you, I'm in love with you. Khalil, Ed the Gun. Roll the tobacco. We know the truth now.